So list comprehension is one thing that everyone who uses the Python programming language must know. But in case you don't know, in this video I'll take you through an example problem, and by the end of solving this problem you will never forget list comprehension. So let's get into it. So let's assume you have these numbers, okay? So it's a list containing some numbers from 1 to 5, and you are to find the square of each of the individual numbers in this list, okay? Without list comprehension, the traditional way of going through this is by declaring a new variable called squared, and squared here is going to be an empty list. And what you do here is to loop through your list of numbers and append the square into the squared variable. So we can just do for number in numbers, and all we want to do is to do squared dot append, and inside here we want to append the square of each of the numbers. So we can just do number here and then we square it, okay? And that's all. So this will give us the square of each of the items in this particular numbers list. And to prove that, I can go ahead and print it. So I'll just print, and inside here I'll put f string, and I'll say squared list, and inside here I'll put the square of the numbers. So this should give us the square of each of the individual numbers. So let me run this, and on the terminal you can see we get the square of it. 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, all the way to 5 squared, which we are getting 25. Okay, so this works, but the problem with this is that we have quite some number of lines of code, right? We have about 3 lines of code here in order to perform these tasks. With list comprehension, we can do this on 1 line of code. And to use list comprehension, all you need is to maybe store it in a variable if you don't want to print it right away. So let's call this one squared underscore lists, right? And this will be equal to, you bring square bracket, and first of all the expression you want to perform, you put it here. So all you want to do is to square a number. So I'll just put a number squared here, right? And then the next thing is to loop through your iterable or your list of numbers. So inside here we can just do for the number in numbers, and just like this we'll get every number, individual number in this particular list squared as well. So I can copy this, paste it down here, and I'll put squared list inside. So this first print statement is for the for loop, and our second print statement is for our list comprehension. So we are printing the squared list, and if I run this, you can see we got the same answer. So first squared list we got the same thing, second squared list we get the same thing. But the problem here is that you can see this looks very clean because everything is on one line, which makes it very, very good. And one thing you can also do with list comprehension is that you can even specify conditions here. So we can just do maybe if number is also maybe greater than, let's put 3 here. Okay, so we are only finding the square of numbers that are greater than 3. So in this case it will skip from 1 to 3 and give us square of 4 and square of 5. So let's run this to confirm, and you can see for the first one that we are using for loop, we got everything, which is this one, which is printed here. But the one with list comprehension, after specifying the condition right here, we've got only 16 and 25. So this is how powerful list comprehension can be, and you can just see the power it possesses, right? Everything on one line, but you can perform a lot of data transformation or looping through lists and performing some type of transformations on it. Let me know what you think about list comprehension. If you like this video, make sure you share. If you have any question, you can put it as well in the comment section. Thanks for watching.